Hello and welcome to the video. This is what we're going to be talking about today. This is something that I've wanted to see fly for a very long time. This is the Fighter, a 2.4 meter 4+1 VTOL aircraft. Now I'm actually recording this audio sat up here with Ben at 3DXR, and we've just come back from the field. So I wanted to talk to Ben about this thing because I have literally been wanting to see this in the air for about 9 months, and Ben has been teasing me every time I've come. We're trying to do it and we just haven't had the weather, but today, as you can see from this video, it was beautiful, and not only did it fly, it flew incredibly well. So Ben, thank you very much for that. That was a lot of fun at the field. I'm noticing as we're sat here having a chat that we are surrounded by boxes of 2 different flavors of this model. I'll put links down below for those of you that want to go and have a look. This one that we've been flying is the Fighter. That's the 2.4 meter one, isn't it?
Yeah, so the Fighter is the biggest one. So what you may notice that these are by a company called Make Fly Easy. So they're the same company that makes the Believer, the plane I sell as a twin mapper.
Right.
So what was really excited when I first saw this plane is the features of that Believer, the sort of pop together wings, the through wing electrical joints, all of that is on the Fighter. So the Fighter, yeah, it's a 2.4 meter 4+1 layout of VTOL, so it has a puller on the front and 4 lift motors. Flying weight can be up to 11.5 kilos. It runs off 12S, so we're running 2 6S batteries in series to get that, and we're looking at flight times of the sort of 2 hour plus region. But yes, it has all the nice assembly, quick assembly, pop together tail and wings. All the connections are taken care of. A very well equipped VTOL aircraft.
I was impressed with the way it went in the back of the van, because this thing is massive. What's the flying weight of this one, do you reckon, that we've just been at the field with?
So we've been about 11 kilos today.
Okay.
So for my end use, that's where it'll be, 10.5, 11 kilos. Comfortably flies at 18 meters a second. Probably could even go a little bit lower. And as you saw, takes off and transitions with ease.
Very, very stable in flight. It was a lot of fun. It sounds like a big meaty multi-rotor in hover mode, but actually when it transitions to fixed wing and that front prop kicks in, it's actually really, really quiet.
Yeah.
Because you were using it with the what remote was it that you had?
So that's on the Adhere link.
Right.
And we were hotspotting to a laptop, which allowed us to view all the telemetry and controller through Mission Planner. So we, after we initially did some hover checks, we then just went straight into an automated mission where it took off by itself and started to perform a mission before we flew around for a little bit on fly-by-wire B mode in that case.
Fantastic, because you also have a baby version to this thing as well, don't you? So the Fighter is the 2.4 meter one. There's also, from looking around the boxes, because there's literally hundreds as I'm sat here,
Yep.
It looks like some of them are saying it's a 2.1 meter version.
Yep, so the Fighter actually came out last year, and then new this year, a couple of months ago, is what they call the Mini Striver, or originally it was a Mini Fighter. They have scaled it down. So all the features are the same. The tail pops off. We have these folding wing joints for the motors. All it has just been shrunk to 2.1 meters. And what that gives you, slightly smaller motors and props. Flying weight, something like 7.5 kilos. You're down to 6S. But for maybe more normal uses, that could be the version for you. And talking about the way it folds up, we do actually have carry cases for these, so we put it in the back of the van today to test it in the field, but we also have some hard cases where you would fold the motors into the wings and it would fit into quite a nice size case, not too big, to be transported for jobs.
Fantastic, thank you, Ben. So as you can see from this footage, it just flew incredibly well. So thanks, Ben, for the opportunity to see this in the air. Again, links down below. These 2 models, I would say, are not aimed at hobbyists. This is serious VTOL. But if you are looking for something that's serious VTOL and you want something smaller than the Believer, then there's also the kit, PMP, and standard versions of both the Fighter and the Mini Fighter, or whatever it's called. But again, links down below if you want to go and have a look. Thank you for spending your time today watching that video. You can find me in all the usual places on social media, and if you're trying to learn about a subject, then check out the playlist. All of my videos are organised into easy to follow playlists that if you're trying to learn a topic will take you from the basics right the way through to some pretty advanced stuff.